Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. So today I want to test something with you guys because my focus relies on cavalry plus angels, and I am now able to do 2 times the level 90 Colossi. And so what I want to test today is focusing my front lines. So there is a funny story behind it, because when we were working on the cavalry Colossus, I was considering how I want to set it up, and that I wasn't really happy with the fact that I will play with the mage Colossus, and just because of the skills aren't that attractive. I mean, sure, reduced damage taken from angels, the HP boost and the additional damage against cavalry are very helpful if you're playing a lot with mages, and also in my combination, the cavalry plus angels combination. But because I want to focus the damage output of my angels so much, I thought about also using the infantry Colossus in addition to my cavalry Colossus, because it increases the damage increased against angels. So when I am fighting and my opponent has mages, I have a profit from my Sacred Flame from my angels, from the Flame Missile skill out of the Mystic College, and the additional attack boost. Great in general for angels, because it is very hard to increase the attack power of your angels. And in addition to that, we also have reduced damage taken from mages, something that is very important for cavalry players. So today I want to set up this Colossus and test it with you guys. So I will just quickly get it done, and then we can go for a test run. So due to the fact that we will have the additional reduced damage from mages also on our Colossus from infantry, I think that I will go and put another level here, and the cavalry takes less damage from archers, depending on if we will face some cavalry players. So this is our first level 90 Colossus, and yeah, it looks good so far. We have the troops takes less damage from archers already, so just great. And now we will also do just a simple 15-15-15 Colossus here on infantry, just to unlock the skills. So you want to be as low cost as possible when it comes to Titan crystals, because this is the rest of the Titan crystals that you save you can put in your cavalry Colossus. I think this one is already optimized, so there won't be much more to spend here, but I think this looks great so far. And now we could still use a few more in here. We can still go for the improvement here, and this is the Colossus for cavalry now, and this is the one for infantry. And we just made this one for infantry because of the additional skills, and now we will quickly equip our fighting gear and go for a Star Runes attack. So now, due to the fact that we won't playing with mages, as our focus is just cavalry plus angels, we can also go and equip some different achievements. We will go for the cavalry plus angels combination. I will quickly show it. We have the Buildmaster for the HP boost. We have the Iron Lion for frontline HP. We have the War Machine instead of the Warlord, because we don't need attack of archers and mages. So we take the additional front row troops attack by 10%. And for very high and strong cavalry units that work a lot with the dodge mechanic, this is also very helpful, because some of you might have experienced that some people just place a full march of cavalry in the Star Runes and are just very efficient with it. And lastly, we have the persistent achievement because of the additional attack boost. So this is how our technology looks like now. We have cavalry attack of 277, cavalry HP of 258, and also cavalry defense of 137. Our angel attack is now at 216.6%. with no buffs, so just great in my opinion. We have everything equipped that we need and want, so we can go for a test run in here. So I just need to find out with what strength we can match up. So our March is now at, and we still have to adjust it here a little bit. So we will just take, for this test run, just all of our backline out. I mean, we can go for like 2 meat shields in the back, but I don't think that they'll achieve much. So our battle power is around about 6.5 million, so we can look for a target here. This already looks very attractive and might be something to go for. Preferably I don't attack anybody from our kingdom. This could be done, but we can also look in Deep Load 5. 6, 8. Yeah, a lot of strong players in here. Okay, so nothing to challenge in here. Oh, this one looks good. A lot of troops. So let's test it out. So for me, it's always interesting to see there was a hit of the Sacred Flame by 13.8k. The Flame Missile is also doing a lot of work in the opponent's Angels. They are also another great Sacred Flame for the backline of our opponent. So it is doing a lot of work, but we also have to say that we already took a lot of damage and now our cavalry goes down. So also a close fight. We have to say that due to the fact that we don't work with the Mage Colossus, we don't have the damage reduced from Angels, which is kind of a little setback there because we also take more damage, but we also deal more damage against our opponents. So I think that with improved Mystic technology, where we just deal way more damage, it'll be way more efficient. But I think it is very interesting. What is great to see here is the reduced damage taken from mages is now up to 77.9%. And I'm also looking for, there it is, reduced damage taken from archers is now 17.2%. So with our cavalry themselves by 25%, we are already up to 42% of damage taken reduced from archers. So also very good in my opinion. And overall, our angel attack is just great with 216.6% now. Our opponent very strong, 418% of mage attack there, 366.7 infantry HP. So a very strong base stat oriented player, also with some great mystic technology. Acceleration level 4, mage killer. Okay, mage killer isn't interesting for us because he played with mages, but blazing soul, fatal hit, flame missile, so just an overall stronger mystic technology than we have it for our units. And it was a close fight, but if we compare the technology where he has a lot of things that are better than ours, we still managed to deal a lot of damage there. I'm interested here, reduced damage taken from mages is 53.6% and reduced damage taken from angels is 16.6%. So a lot of players tend to work very hard on reduced damage taken from mages, what is very relevant. But when you then only focus on your front line and on your angels, some people don't work that much on reduced damage taken from angels, even though they are the strongest unit in the game. But outside of that, also a lot of players don't work of damage reduction from cavalry. So if you then focus your front line instead of, let's say, for example, our mages, we have a clear advantage there. So just overall a great battle. Our opponent was very strong, way more units than us. We are talking about 45 10k more units. So overall, just a great battle here. And I think it is an interesting experiment to work with your Colossus and just adjust them and use things like this. Now we just fought with a double Frontline Colossus, so overall a great experiment, and I will test it even more often because yeah, it's interesting, and I will want to use this one especially when we are playing Void because of the additional reduced damage taken from the opponent's mages, and due to the fact that I will be playing with frontline only and only angels, maybe with like 10k of mages, I think then I should also prioritize the strength of my frontline unit and work on their weaknesses. So I think that the additional skills from the Colossus are very interesting, and I will test it more often. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and then I would say see you in the next one. Goodbye guys.